Two. Anybody? Way in the back on the Miluim in the back. Okay, here we are. That was 20. Today is 27th Tamuz apparently, because yesterday was 26. So Inyan HaChosamos. This is a big Inyan right here, and we know this from the Drushot. He's got a picture of it down below. So he said, "V'hi neren isboyer the Hanuk mekabelas as a mochin de ima." So she gets the Nook gets the mochin de ima, which are the bends, the ben de ma and the ben de ben. The chila mekabelas rak ha'ara shalahem bezer anpen. So I guess we read this yesterday. And what is the atzmusa v'hi haben dema hu bebechinas chasadim? Now this really strikes me as in that panoply, I guess you would say, of what is presented here coming into the nukva, the part that's the ben dema part of that is going to be the chasadim part of that. And this is another one that is a fact that he wants to say, what are these chasadim that are coming in, that the kaf base owes his pshutos. Okay, so we know from looking at the Rishash that there's something here about the 22 letters. So now he's telling us is that this is the you're getting what you're getting over here, the molach that's coming into the nukva is going to be bens. But you want to know, one part of it is going to be, I guess, the gevuras of the bens, and the other part is going to be the chasadim of the bens. The son of the bens, he wants to tell us, are the 22 letters. Ve'elu ben de ben. Now go back to the other one, which is again translating like I did yesterday, the female part of the female, which is completely the left side. Heim bechinas gevuros. What are they? Heim chamisha osius mansipachol kefulos. So all of this comes into the nukva. It isn't just like we said that he brings her, that he's shining into her from the nekev in the chazir, that he's just shining into her light. He's shining into her light, which is in the form of two different things: the chasadim, and there's chasadim and gevuros. That's a part of what's happening here. Is we're seeing that everything gets split up either to right side, left side, right side, left side. So if you get a right side, there's the right side of the light, or left side of the right side, and going on like that. Okay, that's part of the confusion. So he said, "V'haseder hu." So the shetachila. So the first thing that happens is shetachila nimshachim lo ha'aras hamochim ma'achre zer anpen. So we're talking about she's getting that har of the back of zer anpen. Azay mechakaf base osius the pshutos, which is the chasadim part of this ha'ara that's coming through. Nivna binyan gufu besod adbach. Now we see this also in the Rishash. Question is, that's how it's built. That's the question is, okay, that's how it's built. How is the how over here? But at any rate, it's built out of atbach. So out of the transposition of these letters. V'klalusa miskabed b'yisoda, and then there's also a general idea. So you did this. You built the 5 parts of the goof of the nukva out of this ha'ar that's coming here. It's all the 22 letters. And he said, v'klalusa miskabed b'yisoda, and then there's a kolel that winds up in her yisod. The sakin clear yisod the nuk, and this has the ability to be able to build. It does, in fact. It builds the yisod of the nook. V'hu b'tzuras dalet, b'tzir. Now he's telling me a fact here. He says it's a concept. How? What is the dalet and tzir? Well, because it's composed of these three things. Shehem 3 tuvavs and 1 yud. So he says, if you add them up, you already know it's 22. So you add them up, and this produces this drawing. But b'tzir os dalet like this. So we've seen this before. The question is that, for me, of course, would be, where did these vav and the yud come from? They have to have some origin that they're actually, but that's what it is. He says, I'm not going to tell you what the origin is right here. I'm just going to tell you that's what it is. Shehem vav yud, which is 22, but seer os dalet, and looks like this. This is how they come in to the nook. These 22 come into the nook looking like this. The ola kaf base. What is this doorway that we're talking about? It's the because it says it's dalet v'sir. right? So it has a hinge. The hinge, looking at it, right? There's a vav on the top and the vav on the bottom, and there's a hinge. Okay, so it's movable. It moves. It could open, it could close. It's a block because when it's in this position, supposing the light is coming from down below. I'm just saying that, and it's blocked by the vav that's on the top. But you see that it has a hinge. It could be that the hinge could be open, and as a result of that, everything would go through. I don't know, but I just why is this? What are we doing with this form? How did this form? Why did he go to Vav Vav Yud and he shows it looks like this, and he says that this is what's going into the note. So he said, Chosim Rishon, that is the first seal, Hanikra Yerushalayim, and we call it Yerushalayim. God should help us all and save us from this difficult time. So let's see if I get lost here. Here we go. Okay. So he then Ha'aras HaChamisha Osis Kefulos. Now there's the other two, or the other five. He says which are the Gevuros. So there's also in other words, you're getting a whole 27 letters, and they're represented. This really dovetails nicely with the Sifra Tzniuta, because you're seeing that the origin of all of this thing is coming down through this vav. And the vav has two sides. Okay, that's over talking only about the left side. Here we're talking about the right and the left side. So we're seeing this is all coming through. These are the gevuros. Heba b'chinas mochim shalom. These are her mochim. Uklalusa miskabed b'yisoda. V'heba b'chinas haman should be yisoda, and they are the aspects of the man that are in her yisod. Now there's a note on this. And the whole thing needs to be read again. That's how fast we can go with this to try to analyze it. There's a lot here. Okay, so I think that's the end, Rebbe, because it's 7:45. Thank you for learning with me so much.
Thank you.
Kol Tuv.